Hey friends, Marcy here. I'm in Ridgeland, Mississippi. I'm in the lobby today at M Theory Yoga. This class is going to be focusing in on working our posterior core, so the back side of our core. We'll be using those muscles to extend the spine, bringing it into a back bend, as well as to resist the urge to round the spine in some poses where that would just feel a lot easier. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work it into our glutes and into our lats. Now, those two muscles are not considered traditionally a part of the core. However, they do feed into something that is the thoracolumbar fascia. So working the glutes and working the lats is also a great way to make sure that our whole backside is nice and strong. Before we start, I wanna just demo one thing for you. And that is a half lift or Ardha Uttanasana. It's a pose we do a lot in vinyasa yoga, and when it is done well, is really great for strengthening your posterior core. So, normally we come into a half lift from a forward fold, and a lot of students are mistakenly believing that if they keep their fingers on the mat in the half lift, that they're doing a more advanced variation of the pose. But in fact, they're really missing out on an opportunity to build some posterior core strength, because in most people's bodies, you cannot bring your spine into extension if your fingers stay on the mat. For my students, I recommend that instead of keeping your fingers on the mat, you actually let your fingers slide up the front of your leg, and you come up high enough that you can bring your spine into extension. So shoulders maybe at the hips, maybe even a little bit higher. Really focusing on moving the chest up and forward and pulling those shoulders back. If you're someone who does weight training or strength training, your half lift is really just how you're gonna want your back if you're gonna do a deadlift. So if I was gonna lift a heavy bar, I'd just bend my knees, drop my hips, and grab the bar, and I'd be all set up for a deadlift or a bent over row, okay? So come up a little bit higher on your half lifts, high enough that you can bring your spine into extension and work the muscles on the back side of your core. Let's get started. Downward facing dog. Plant your palms, plant your feet. Couple cycles of breath, just start to pedal it out. Take a moment in down dog to appreciate the fact that you're here, you're on your mat, you made it. Good, as you're ready, slide forward into your plank pose. Good. As you exhale, lower your knees, unhook your toes, and then nice and easy with control, lower all the way down to the mat. We're gonna go to Cobra Pose here. And in Cobra Pose, I want the hands by the ribs. So if they're over here in front of your shoulders, slide them back by the ribs. Bring the elbows in towards your midline, and then lift the chest. So a lot of posterior strength here in bringing the spine into extension. Now add a little bit into the lats. So with the hands, think about pulling the mat back. So getting into the backs of the shoulders as well. Good, as you exhale, downward dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. As you exhale, lower the knees, unhook the toes, continue all the way down. Hands by the ribs, so you should not see your hands as you're here on your belly. So gaze is forward, hands are by the ribs. Inhale, chest lifts, and a little bit with the hands, pull the mat behind you. Good, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. As you exhale, step the foot all the way through, left knee to the mat. Little bit of dynamic movement here, just a couple times. Slide back and forth between this half split and this low lunge. As you're ready, shift forward into your lunge. Walk right up to the thigh. Then imagine you're in a pair of Levi's here, and just slide your hands into your back pockets. With your hands in your back pockets, I want you to just lengthen the tailbone down enough that you bring the hips to neutral. And then firm this left glute. Keep it nice and strong. Sweep the arms forward and up. Low lunge on Vinyasa. Good. Now from here, turn your palms forward. As you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're doing a lat pull down. So you're going to pull the arms down into cactus. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull into cactus. Inhale, up. Last time, pull into cactus. And then inhale, up. As you exhale, frame the foot, step to plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, lower to the mat, we're going to go to locust pose. Inhale, locust, lift the chest, turn the palms to face the floor. Good, exhale, release. Now this time we're going to do a variation of locust where we add that a pull-up or that lat pull down. So bring your arms out in front of you like you're Superman. And then as you inhale, lift the chest, pull back like you're doing a pull-up. And then as you exhale, arms extend, lower back down. Good, stay with this. Inhale, lift and pull. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and pull. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift and pull, and then continue the arms down and back behind you. Good, as you exhale, palms by the ribs, downward facing dog. All right, let's do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, step the foot through, right knee down, and then just a little bit of dynamic movement again. So half split, low lunge, back and forth. And if there's any other movement you need to warm up the hips, I mean, that would be fine. This is just enough so that those lunges feel a little bit better when you get into them. Good. Come forward to your lunge as you're ready. Pause at the thigh as you come up. Good. Then again, you're wearing a pair of Levi's. I mean, maybe, I don't know, you're at home. Maybe you're really doing yoga in a pair of Levi's. That would be fabulous. From here, hands into your back pockets. You're gonna slide, you're just gonna kind of lengthen down just enough that the hips come into neutral. Pelvis is neutral. Keep that. Right glute is firm. Keep that. Sweep the arms forward and up. And then palms turn forward, and again, you're gonna do that imaginary pull-up. So you're gonna pull your arms into a cactus and inhale up. Good, exhale, pull into cactus. Inhale, stretch up. Pull down. Inhale up. Good, exhale, pull down. And then go ahead and take the hands to the mat and step to plank again. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, continue to the floor. Arms out in front of you. Last round, we're gonna do that variation of locust. As you inhale, lift the chest, pull back. As you exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, lift and pull, and exhale, reach it forward. A few more times at your own pace. Now, I don't have one with me, but if you had a resistance band, this would be a great time to add that resistance band, because then you would be working those lats against some real resistance. Down dog when you're ready, if you're not already there. Good. And then from down dog, as you inhale, look toward the hands. As you exhale, go ahead and just walk your feet up to meet the hands and come into, to start off, just a nice, easy ragdoll standing forward in. Any movement here you need. Good, come to center. Bring your fingers to the front of your ankles. Press through the feet as you inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. So chest moves forward, shoulders draw back. My hands are like right up by my knees, so they're far from the floor. Good, the spine should be extension. If you're not sure, maybe pause this and go in front of a mirror and actually look at what your back looks like. And if you need to, knees can be bent. Good, refold as you exhale. One more time, press through the feet, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Chest moves forward, shoulders move back. Spine is an extension, working the back side of your core. Refold as you exhale. Drive through your legs, inhale. Come all the way up, palms together, thumbs to the breastbone. We're gonna run through just a few half sun A's and then a couple sun salutations, just really getting into our breath, finding that nice rhythmic pace, but also working that posterior core. 2 half sun A's to start. As you inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. As you exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale, come up high enough that you are doing a bit of a back bend. And then exhale, fold. One more like that. Inhale, drive through the legs, sweep all the way up. Exhale, right back down into your fold. Inhale, half lift. Move the chest forward, come up high enough. And exhale, refold. Really nice, drive through your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the palms together at the top as you exhale, hands to your heart. 2 sun salutations, same breath. Inhale, stretch the arms up. As you exhale, fold, hinge at the hips. Half lift on your inhale, shoulders are probably at least as high as the hips. And then as you exhale, step to plank this first round. Inhaling your plank. As you exhale, chaturanga, or all the way to the floor. As you inhale, up dog or cobra, palms by the ribs, not in front of the shoulders. And then downward facing dog. As you exhale, let's just do one more like that. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, chest moves forward, lift up. Exhale, fold. Good, strong legs bring you all the way up. And then exhale, right back down into your fold. Last sun A. Inhale, half lift, work the back side of your core. As you exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. And then down dog as you exhale. Good. Couple cycles of breath here. Try to maintain that same rhythmic pace. We're about to move on. Continuing to work the back side of our core. On your next inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop into your forward bend. And then in this forward bend, for what we're about to do, I want your feet to be underneath your hips. So sometimes we come into a fold with our feet together, and that's fine, but for what we're about to do, feet under hips, so a little bit separated. And then bring your fingers to the front of your ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your chest forward. Let the fingers run up the front of your leg. Chest is moving forward, shoulders are drawing back. Good, now we're gonna get a little bit more into the lats in our half lift. So release the hands from the legs. They're gonna come down in front of you. Bring the palms together. And then imagine you're actually pulling the thumbs to your chest. Good, so elbows are pulling back, chest is moving forward. Nice, strong posterior core. From here, shift a little bit weight into your right leg. You probably want to bend that right knee just a little bit. And then send the left leg back for warrior 3. So I want you to think about warrior 3 as if it's just a single leg half lift. Nice. From here, drive through your right heel. Come all the way up to standing. Keep the chest lifting, stand tall. And then exhale, lead with your chest as you hinge back into your warrior 3. Again, warrior 3, or basically just a single leg half lift. As you exhale, fold, left foot comes underneath the hip. Let's do that again on the other side. As you inhale, half lift, slide your chest forward. So chest is lifting, shoulders are drawing back. Bring the palms together and then pull the thumbs to your heart. Draw your elbows by your ribs. Shift the weight into your left leg. So a little bend in the knee would be good. And then send the right leg back for warrior three, which is basically a single leg half lift. From here, drive through that left heel. Come all the way up to standing. Good. Lift the chest. Stand up tall. And then exhale, lead with your heart as you hinge back to your warrior three. Good. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, down dog or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Or maybe another round of locust pose. All right, well, so we're gonna do a little more warrior three. We're just gonna come at it from a different pose. But I want you to still think about it like it is a half lift, a single leg half lift. All right, inhale, look to the top of your mat. As you exhale, step or hop into your fold. Bend the knees, inhale, come to Utkatasana, chair pose. Now, chair pose for me and for a lot of people, this is where I like to just collapse forward because it's really hard. So resist the urge to let your spine round forward and lift the chest up. Good, reach through the arms and then maybe even bring the palms together. Work those shoulders as well. Good, one more round of breath here. As you exhale, bring those hands to your heart. Pull the thumbs toward you, pull the elbows back, keeping that chest lifted. Shift the weight into the right leg, and then drive through the right heel, come all the way up, lifting the left knee. Inhale, keep the chest lifting up. As you exhale, warrior three pose. Again, try to find that same feeling in warrior three as if you're in a half lift. So spine is in extension. From here, right heel, drive down, come back up to standing, bend the left knee. Good. Now, from here, a little single leg quarter squat. You're gonna send the hips back, keep the chest lifted. Drive through that right heel, and then take it back to warrior three. Good. Find that warrior three shape where the chest is lifting, spine is in extension. Drive through the right heel. Come all the way up to standing, right knee bends. Little quarter single leg squat here, keep the chest lifting. Drive it up. And then go ahead and let that left foot drop. Good. Shake it out if you need to. We do have to do the other side. So as you're ready, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hips back, chest lifts, sweep the arms forward and up. Stay with us for a couple cycles of breath here. So a lot of times in chair pose, we feel all that work in the legs, but I want you to pay attention to what your back feels like. So right now, I really feel my shoulders and my back working hard to keep myself from doing what I want to do, which is to round forward. Okay, so my chest is lifting and I'm looking straight ahead, not down at my toes. Good, as you exhale, hands to the heart. Pull the elbows back, pull the thumbs to you, so you're working the backs of the shoulders, and you're gonna shift the weight into that left leg. Drive through that left heel, come all the way up to standing. Nice. Keep the chest lifting up, keep the elbows pulling back, and take it to warrior three pose. Again, feeling as though you're just doing a single leg half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Drive through the left leg. Whoop, come all the way back up to standing, right knee bends. Now just a little quarter squat here. Send the hips back, but don't let the spine round forward. Drive through that left heel, come all the way back up. One more time, right leg kicks back. Send the chest forward, keep it lifting up though, right? Keep that spine in extension. Drive through that left heel. Come all the way back up again. One more little quarter squat. Good, stand it back up. And then release your feet, shake it out. So good. Inhale, stretch up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Come up high enough that you feel those back muscles work. And then exhale, step to plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down. We're going to go to locust pose, any arm variation you like. Inhale, lift the chest. And then down dog. As you exhale, really nice. Let's move on from here. Right leg lifts as you inhale. As you exhale, step the foot through. We're going to go to crescent lunge. Like we did in our low lunge, let's go ahead and pause here just a moment at the thigh. And then you're in those Levi's. Go ahead and slide the tailbone down. Just nudge it. Just nudge it a little bit, enough to bring those hips to neutral, the pelvis to neutral. And then firm this left glute, okay? From here, arms sweep forward and up. We're back to those pull-ups, those imaginary pull-ups. So turn your palms forward. This time as you pull down, I want you to bend that left knee, tap it. And then inhale up. Let's go 5 of these. Exhale, pull down. Inhale up. That's 2. 3, pull down, tap the knee. Inhale up. 4. Good. This time as you pull down, stay down. And then instead of coming up, I want you to turn to the left. So you're going to be in star pose, facing the left side of your mat. Nice. As you exhale, you're going to turn for warrior 2. But as you bring your arms into position, I want you to create the action as if you're pulling them against resistance. Good. Firm this left glute. Sit up nice and tall. As you inhale, stretch back, reverse warrior, really lengthening out that right side body, the right lat. And then as you exhale, frame the foot and go ahead and step to plank. Inhale in your plank. This time as you exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Let's go to Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Interlace the hands. Press the outer wrist down to lift the chest and then pull back. So that same action of trying to pull your thumbs toward your chest that I had you do in your half lift and in your warrior 3. Good. As you exhale, let that go. Hands by the ribs. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, step the foot through. We're going to go to crescent, but just pause first. Good. Hands into your Levi pockets. Nudge the tailbone down just enough that you bring the pelvis to neutral. Firm this right glute, and then arms sweep forward and up. We've got 5 lunges with a little imaginary pull-up. Turn the palms forward. As you exhale, pull down with the arms, right knee taps. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. That's 3. Exhale, 4. Good. Exhale, 5. Stay low. And then inhale, pivot, star pose. As you exhale into warrior 2, I want you to pull. Imagine you're pulling against resistance, the arms into position. Nice. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, spin the palms down. Step to plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. We're going back to Sphinx pose. So elbows are under shoulders. In my experience, in Cobra, people put their hands too far forward, And in Sphinx, they take their elbows too far back. So look down, see where your shoulders and your elbows are. Make sure they're stacking. And then outer wrist press down and pull back. So thumbs, they're not going to come to your chest, but you're creating that action as if you're trying to move your thumbs to your chest. Again, just like we did in that half lift and warrior three. Really nice. Downward facing dog. We're about almost there. This is a nice quick practice, just really trying to get to it. As you inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, step or hop into a yogi squat. And I'm just going to take a moment, tell myself off here. You can kind of just shimmy a little bit, work your way into your squat. Now, a lot in my body and in a lot of my students, I see this desire to just sort of round forward and just like sink and relax in a squat. But today I want you to really use the muscles on the back side of the core, just like you did in chair pose, to resist this urge. So lift the chest. You may need to lift the hips a little bit to make that happen. Lift the chest, lift the skull, and then once you have that nice long spine, reach the arms forward and lift the arms up. Good, so nice long spine here. And a lot of things are working in this pose. Obviously, it's not just your posterior core, but a lot of work in that posterior core to keep you from just sinking into this and rounding forward. Good, as you're ready, go ahead and round forward and sit down. Take a moment, grab a sip if you want to. I'm going to show you something, and then I want you to do it. Because you will be on your back, you may not be able to see your screen. So we're going to start out, we're going to into back bends now. We're going to start out in an extended bridge. So you're going to lay all the way down. Some of you have done this with me before. And you're going to bring your elbows by your side. Same action with the elbows though. I don't want you to just think about pressing the elbows down, but I also want you to think about like you're trying to pull something towards you, okay? So elbows are in the mat, you're pulling something toward you. Your heels, you're gonna flex your feet, you're gonna dig your heels into the mat, press them down, pull them back. And then you're gonna squeeze your butt and lift your butt up off the mat. So elbows are pressing down, but they're also pulling back, like you're trying to pull something closer to you. Heels are digging in, they're pressing down, they're pulling back, and your glutes are squeezing. A lot of posterior work here. As you're ready, let that go. Take a break. Not a huge back bend, but yes, a lot of work on your back side just to lift your butt up off the ground. All right, let's just do that one more time, and then we'll take a traditional bridge pose. So heels dig in, elbows press in, squeeze the butt. If you can, try to come back to that breath of salutations. So sometimes in these really challenging poses that we forget to breathe. So breathe and see if you can breathe like you were breathing when you were doing Sun A. Good, relax when you're ready. And then bend the knees, plant the feet on the mat. Let's go ahead and take a traditional bridge pose. So drive through the feet, lift the hips, lift the mid back. And then go ahead and shimmy those shoulders underneath the body. So bringing your the backs of the arms underneath your body. Pressing the backs of the arms into the mat. Pressing the feet into the mat. And go ahead and squeeze your butt here in this pose. Good, go ahead and lower down. Take a moment here, just rest, walk the feet out a little bit wider, let the knees fall in. We'll do one more round. Stick with bridge if bridge is what you want to do today, that's great. If wheel is where you want to go, that would also be great. If you're not able to do wheel, trust me, bridge is a super awesome pose for building that posterior strength that we're looking to do today. So bridge or wheel when you're ready. If you're gonna come to wheel pose, feet about hips width, maybe a little bit wider. This time you're gonna take your hands back by your shoulders. You're gonna flip those palms and go ahead and press up. Press through the palms, press through the feet, and be reasonable with your neck here. So where are you looking? Are you looking back at your hands or at your feet? You may be taking your neck a little too far. Just look at the wall behind you. Good, come down when you're ready. From bridge, from wheel, and then Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, let the knees fall open. Maybe bring a hand to the heart and a hand to the belly and just observe the breath both from what it feels like on the inside, but then also what it feels like with your hand and on your heart and on your belly. Good, as you're ready, go ahead and plant the feet back on the mat. Let's take a reclined pigeon, right ankle, left thigh. This is enough of a pigeon stretch for you. Stay here. If you need a little deeper stretch, reach behind the thigh. Try to keep the backs of the hips on the mat. Good, and then with this right knee, take it, so move it toward the front of your mat. So using the muscle, not the hand, just send the knee a little bit away from the body. Good, let's go ahead and take this right into our reclined twist. So left foot down, right foot can stay where it is. Arms like a T, arms like a cactus. Go ahead and rotate the pelvis to the left. Maybe look over that right shoulder. I think I'm gonna go cactus arms today. Good, rotate the pelvis back to center, and then left ankle, right thigh. Again, this may be enough right here. If it is not, lift the right leg up, maybe catch the thigh, or you can catch the shin. Keep the backs of the hips pressing on the mat. Keep the backs of the shoulders on the mat. Keep the back of the head on the mat. So spine is neutral. And then with this left knee, create the action as if it's trying to move away from the body. And it may not go very far. It may not even be noticeable. Good, let that go. And then you're gonna take your twist to the right. So left foot will end up to the right side of your mat. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Good, go ahead and come back to center. Uncross your foot. And then reach around your shins. Give yourself a hug. Nice job, you did it. And then as you exhale, Shavasana. Extend the legs. Relax the arms. Nice easy breath here. Close the eyes. And look, you can stay here as long as you like. I'm only going to keep you here about another 20 or 30 seconds. you need a little longer in Shavasana, take it. If it's time to come back, do so slowly. Just a little movement in the fingers, a little movement in the toes. Begin to take some deeper breaths. On that inhale, stretch overhead. As you exhale, bend your knees, roll onto your side. Stay here long enough to appreciate what it feels like to be in your body. And then as you're ready, press up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the thumbs to third eye center, I bow forward to honor you. Thank you for watching this video today and sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great day.